Peace. Peace to the God body. This is the God ruler. Yo, this is going to be real quick. This video is going to be about, of course, right now, the flat earth. Okay? I'm building about the Silicone Valley or Silica Valley over in the United States of America, or Mir. Right? Or Mexum, whichever words y'all want to call it. Okay? You know what I mean? However, I'm going to say this. The Silica Valley, that was a very important area for us as a species on this plane, because that valley was it's the outer edges of the volcanic alley, or the volcanic what they call it, the ring of fire or whatnot. Now, in between the ring of fire, we have the Pacific Ocean, which really wasn't always there like that. See, what we had on this plane was more so like seas, and they weren't oceans. All right, there was seas, and these seas were more, and they contain salt, things of that nature, but they also contain other minerals. But this particular ocean, the Pacific Ocean, has some of the deepest, or most likely the deepest place on this plane that we can see is right there in the Pacific Ocean. So you look at it, you be like, damn, how's all this over here now? You know what I'm saying? How did it get that deep? And when you kind of research it, you'll see, like, damn, these things is lined up like it was like people were mining, or beings were mining deep for certain elements. You know what I'm saying? Precious metals, stones, things of that nature. You know. Now, when we look at these volcanoes, a lot of people say, yo, the volcanoes is what makes the earth and things of that nature, or what makes the land and then the grass and shit grow. You know, which is now cipher, which is not right and exact. It's not true. Now, we know, according to the lessons of the NOI, when you utilize their lessons, because as the nation of gods and earths, we break them shits down. Now, they say earthquakes is caused by the original man experimenting with high explosives. Now, look at this. Now, if the weather is caused by the original people, just naturally perspiring, talking, doing things of that nature, then it's also caused by original people or beings forcefully manipulating it as well, through cloud seeding, chemtrails, or hurricanes and earthquakes and tsunamis and shit. Now, if original man was experimenting with high explosives, that's what caused earthquakes. Then that's what basically rolls mountains up, or volcanoes. Now we look at the volcanoes, it has to be a very advanced civilization who was able to even raise these damn volcanoes. And a lot of little speculation goes back to these are nuclear waste dumps. That's why they periodically burst out and explode different things. And it's not in a form of hexagonal shapes as far as the lava flows. And there's a lot of scientists all over the world that talks about, like, yo, these little hexagonal columns that look like inner plants that grows or whatnot. They'll say that volcanoes, caused that shit millions of years ago. But that's not cipher. That's not true. Because when a volcano lava falls over, it just do some stringy shit. Okay. Now you can look at how the Most High creates things, because it creates things in hexagons, hexagonal shapes. It's like how the bee does in this realm. Okay, there's different shapes. We got octagons, we got squares, we got 3-dimensionals, we got 2-dimensional. It's all kind of different schools of thought depending on where you want to go. But now I'm talking to the ones who's in this school of thought. Now, these people will tell you, like, they don't want you to use any kind of crystals or any kind of precious stones and metals, because they'll tell you that that takes you away from the remembrance of the law or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Religiously. And in reality, it was taking you away from who you really were, your telepathic abilities, and your telepathic communication and telekinesis, all these things that, because you're one with the organism, all these things that help power you. This is an organism. You're here with it, So all these things that help take you away from that. So I just came up on another little stone. This right here, calcite, right here. You see, You purify your stone. You know, you have to clean your stone for sure. But this is not calcite, pardon stuff. Amethyst, I'm tripping. Now, there's different kind of stones you can get. This is a good stone to have, just for just being everyday things. You can hold it, meditate with it, put it on your body, put it on your brain or your head or whatnot. Where little ones, things of that nature. But it's good to keep around you and also cleaning them. There's different kind of stones and precious rocks, but these stones that they say, of course, they came from trees that they chopped down. Now, in the mining process, you either have to go into the ground or you have to cut down certain trees. And these trees were like, not the wood trees you see now. These trees were silica-based trees. They call it petrified wood. These trees is like, they built like this. You cut it open, it looks like this on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like this. We used to just maintain by those trees. And just, you know, we know how to utilize the energy and put these things, put certain energies back into the, like when our ancestors passed, we'll put those energies back into the stones that we utilize or we cut from there and kind of build monuments for them. You know what I'm saying? And so as time went, they knew this. So they, you know, they took you away from who you are. It was a severe mining expeditions that kept happening here over and over again. And the way you can tell is through certain mining, what they say, certain mining techniques. For one, on a grand scale, we look at the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon has all of that. It has all of the rings, all the things that you use to mine. You know what I'm saying? All the evidence that's left over, you'll see it on a grander scale. You know, so it's crucial. Whoever taught these beings taught them how to master this. You know what I mean? Those are also part of the lessons as well. But I'm just letting you know. Anyone who's telling you, I don't give a fuck who it is, telling you don't have the jewels with you, hey, nowadays we done went through that hell to find out for ourselves. Keep them shits with you, G. keep yourself surrounded by this type of shit. Because nobody ain't gonna tell you not to wear no diamond, is they? You found a diamond, ain't nobody gonna tell you not to do that, is it? We know what diamonds do. If you can't get no real expensive diamond from them old funny places, go get you a regular diamond, man. They got them joints called quartz crystals and things of that nature. They still have properties. You know what I'm saying? Wear those instead. You know what I mean? Same difference. You know, shit, same difference, B. This is a diamond. You know what I'm saying? So it's affordable. So with that, I'm gonna say eat your fruit. Somebody tell you don't eat no fruit, something wrong with them. Alright? I ain't gonna say nothing wrong with them. Just don't look it. You know. Peace. Subscribe. Alright? I'll be with y'all later.